Okay, so now we're still going through section number one. This is test number 9, section number 1, and we're going through questions 5 through 10. Again, what they did was they stopped the tape, and now they're giving us time to look at questions 5 through 10. So we should be looking at what's the synonym language we have to listen for that's connected to the answer or the words right before the blank line, and also trying to predict what the answer is going to be. Predict what the answer is going to be. So we heard number 4 was 445. When they continue, they're first going to say extra benefits. They're going to say that. They're going to say extra benefits. Then they're going to say free dinner. Then they're going to give number 5. It says extra pay when you work on. Right? So we're listening for how do you get extra pay when you work on? Right? Number 6 is connected to transportation home. Okay? They're going to, after they give number 6, they're going to say qualities required. Then they're going to give number 7. For number 8, listen for number 8 is going to connect to the language for ability. All right? Number 9, all right, it says interview arranged for. Number 9, we can predict that it's going to be a date because they give us a day, they give us a time. So we can predict that it's going to be a date. Okay, now, for dates, they're not going to spell it for you. They're not going to spell September. They're not going to spell November. Okay, you have to be able to spell your months. And you cannot abbreviate it. You cannot write SEPT for September. You cannot write 9 for September. Okay, you have to spell everything out 100% completely. You can never abbreviate. You cannot do that. All right. And now then they're going to say bring the names of 2 referees. And then for number 10, we know we're going to have to spell again because it's connected to somebody's name. So let's go ahead. I'm going to play the tape. And we're going to write down the answers. And then like I did for the first 4, I'm going to try to point out for you and point out to you when they're saying things, when they're trying to trick you, how they're trying to trap you, how they're using synonym language to try to hide or disguise the answer choice. All right, so here we go.
Now listen and answer questions 5 to 10.
Right, so here's our time for looking at questions 5 to 10. And if you're on your real exam, you should be going through that process that I just went through in terms of trying to predict what possible answer choices might be. What is the language that's before or after the blank line so I can know what my answer connects to. Right, that's what you should be trying to do here. And remember, they're going to go in order.
We feel it's pretty good, and we also offer some good fringe benefits.
Really?
Well, we give you a free dinner, so you eat well.
Right. Better than hostel food.
We certainly hope so. And we also offer extra pay for working on national holidays.
Oh, that's a really good perk, isn't it?
Yes, we think so. And then because of the difficulties of getting public transport, if you're working after 11 o'clock, we drive you home.
Oh, that's good to know.
Well, we'd certainly be interested in inviting you for an interview, if you're still interested.
Oh, yes, certainly. Could I just also ask what qualities you're looking for?
Well, for this particular job, we want a clear voice, which you obviously do have.
Thanks.
And you must be able to think quickly, you know.
Well, I hope I...
So, when could you come in for an interview? We're actually quite quiet tonight.
Sorry, I couldn't come tonight. Or tomorrow, I'm afraid. Thursday's okay. That'd be 22nd of October.
Fine. After 5 p.m.?
Yes, fine. Would 6 o'clock be okay?
Perfect. And could you bring along the names of 2 referees?
Yes, that's fine. No problem.
Good. I look forward to seeing you.
Oh, by the way, who should I ask for?
Oh, yes, of course. Sorry. My name is Samira Manuja.
Can you spell that, please?
Manuja.
Okay. I've got that. Thanks very much.
Look forward to seeing you later on, then.
Thanks very...
Okay, so now let's go ahead and go through these answer choices. Okay, let's go through these answer choices. All right, so number 5, they started off by saying, do you have any fringe benefits, right? Fringe benefits is synonym for extra. The word fringe is like when they say fringe benefits, they're talking about extra benefits, extra things. Then they said free dinner. For number 5 was very straightforward. Because for number 5, she said, you get extra pay when you work on. She said the exact language for number 5. So number 5, it wasn't really about hearing the exact language. Number 5 was really a spelling test. That's what number 5 was. Number 5 was really, they wanted to know, can you spell the words national holiday, right? They really wanted to see if you can spell those 2 words, national holiday, right? That's what number 5 was about, because they gave you the exact language that ran up to number 5. Number 6, we heard about transport, right? They talked about transport, and she said when you work after 11, right? When you work after 11, and you could put also o'clock if you wanted to. That would be fine, because we could write 3 words as our answer after 11 o'clock, right? She said it. She said about when you work after 11. When you work after 11 o'clock, we give you transportation home. We'll drive you home, right? She said we'll drive you home. All right, but you have to work after 11. That's the answer for number 6. Number 7. Remember, you see, we're going in order. We're going directly in order. Number 7 and 8 are going to be connected. First, they're going to give you 7, and then they're going to say and then they're going to give you number 8, and that's exactly what she did. That's exactly what she did here. For number 7, our answer that we should have written down was clear voice. Right, clear voice. There were no tricks or traps here. Right, she said you have to have a clear voice. So again, for number 7, just like number 5, they really are testing can you spell, because they didn't try to trick you or hide the answer. Sometimes that's what they do. They give you an answer choice they think might be tricky for you to spell, and they want to see can you do it, can you spell it. Okay, number 8. After they gave clear voice for number 7, for number 8, the answer was think quickly. And they said able to. All right, able to is synonym for ability. Right? So you said you have to have the ability to think quickly. Again, they're testing really, can you spell the word quickly? Can you spell a word using QU? And then we get down to number 9. All right, and as I told you, we could predict we're listening for a date. They threw out some different days, but they made the answer for number 9 very straightforward, because for number 9, they said October 22nd, and she gave you a confirmation. She said, the woman said, that's fine. Right? So when somebody says something like that's fine, they're telling you that's the answer. Yes, that's correct. This is the answer you should write down, because she said that's fine. So you have to listen for these language clues so you can know when the answer is being said. And number 10, we heard them spell the name Manuja. Right? And so, like I told you, in my opinion, when you're doing a section number 1, when you're going through a section number 1, all right, you should really try to get 0 wrong. Right? I know I have a high standard, but section 1 is too easy. There's no reason why you should get things wrong for section number 1. All right? I really do believe that. I really do believe that you should be able to really do a great job when it comes to doing section number 1. Okay, so now we're going to go through another section number 1 practice, so you can, again, have a good idea of really how to handle section number 1. Okay, and then after that we're going to move on and do the other sections also in terms of practicing how to do them, and me pointing out to you about recognizing tricks and traps in synonym language and when the answer is being said and not said. Okay, so let's keep going, and I will talk to you soon.